Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't give back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hello, and welcome to yet another session of Edmonton by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade game put on by myself and these wonderful beings, all of whom, by this point, you have seen their individual session zeros. Let's take a moment and say hi, shall we? Marli. Welcome to the group.
Yes.
Are you excited for tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Good. Dragon.
Yes.
Welcome to the group.
Hello.
How are you
I'm
feeling?
glad to be here.
You glad to be here?
What?
I said, how are you feeling?
I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be here in a situation that is not super stressful as it used to be.
Excellent. Critter Shy. Hello and welcome to the group.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Pretty good. You know me.
Fair.
For the flow.
Fair.
Chaos, always chaos.
And Krisha.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing great.
Glad to hear that. It's going to be one moment. I actually did not size your window properly. Give me 1 second while I fix that.
Tiny violin.
You what?
Oh man. Tiny violin begins to play.
Yup. I believe that was actually like the theme for your session 0, was it not?
Tiny violin?
tiny violin.
Oh no.
You guys have no idea the shit that unfolded. So,
Oh boy.
we joined together for the first time as a group tonight. Alorah, Dee, Madval, and Renee. All have had their own stories up to this point. All have had their own first adventure up to this point. And none of them know what is about to unfold. As we dip into our episode 5, our session 1 of season 1 of Edmonton by Night, or as I've come to call it, Tales from the Black Butterfly. Are you guys ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Summed it up right there.
Then let's get started. Let me pull up my episode guide, because I have things actually written out.
Ooh. I love how you called it an episode guide, because when I think of an episode guide, I think of the list of actual episodes on like on the back of like a VHS or a DVD.
I was thinking TV guides from back in the day.
Yeah.
Here we go. So all of you, when we left off, had a fade to black as we left off with your sessions, and no idea what was going to befall you. That inky blackness, it kind of permeates everything. It's all you know. It's comforting. It's warm. It's inviting. And try as you might to hold on to it, your brain slowly starts to work its way around things. Realizes that existence is actually a thing and that your body needs to be somewhat conscious. The four of you find yourselves, once again, lying on something hard. Almost like a stone floor, except not quite. After a moment, your ears kick in and you start to hear a dripping sound, almost as if water is dripping onto a stone floor. While you can tell that it's cold, each of you can't really feel the cold per se, given some of your newer anatomy and physiology. You can still tell it's cold, though. A cold breeze brushes over you. And one by one, you guys start to come back into consciousness. We're going to go in round robin order, because I enjoy my round robins. And we are going to give everybody a chance to react to this. And we're going to start with Alorah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to open my eyes. See where I'm at.
You open your eyes after a little bit of struggle. You take a look around. You see 3 other figures in what appears to be this cement room with you. Completely made of concrete. Except for a few spots, which we'll get into in a moment. These three figures do not seem to be moving.
Am I able to move?
You are able to move, actually. You are not secured or fastened down by any means. You are not tied down. You have completely free movement.
I'm going to push myself back against a wall where I can see them because I just want to watch them. If they're not moving and I'm moving, I want to be over there.
D. You're up.
Okay. So I'm conscious now. Yes.
You are coming into consciousness, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just look around me. What do I see immediately as I wake up?
So,
Like before I get up or anything, I'm just gonna take a quick look around. What do I see?
quick look around. You see that you are in a concrete room, a cement room. You see a figure huddled up against one of the walls. In one of the doors, or in one of the walls, there appears to be some sort of steel door. There appears to be a window in another one of the walls directly across from the door. However, the window has bars over it. And you see a video camera in one of the corners.
So the individual that I see huddled up in against the wall in a corner, what do they look like?
Alorah, would you please describe yourself?
Small, very much what you see. Black, white. She's a country girl, so she's just going to be very quiet. And yeah, no, she is just tiny thing.
And has the cat features?
She does have animalistic features on accident.
Oh. And it's like legitimate feline, not just costume.
Yeah, it's a hint to what she is.
Oh. So D, my character, what all do I remember before waking up?
Roll me an intelligence check, please.
Okay. So intelligence is, so that's a 3. So do I roll 3 d10s for that?
You are going to roll 3 d10s.
Okay.
Remember your successes. Anything over a 6 is a success. If you get double tens, you need to let me know because that is a critical success.
Okay. So I have an 8, a 4, and a 4.
An 8, a 4, and a 4.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And do I add do I add the 3 dots of intelligence or just say
Just
what's
the straight dice rolls.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Alorah, you seem to have issues remembering anything before this moment as well.
Oh no.
And we're going to cut for a moment to Mad Val.
First thing first, hand to the chest. Because that's sort of what the last thing she remembers. What is it?
No, she
like
doesn't.
there? No? Oh, right, okay. So, how far before the blackout do I remember? Or is it nothing?
You remember coming to consciousness on a concrete floor.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
No worries. Then just a straight up visual cursory look. Not with as much effort as possible to not move.
Okay. Is that it?
I just want a scan of the area. Who else is in here with me? Do I recognize the structures, smells, sounds?
The sounds and the smells are foreign, like nothing you've ever smelled before, or heard, or seen. Beside you, you have an individual who looks like they might be starting to stir. You have a figure that is backed up against one of the walls, and the person on the other side of you does not seem to be moving at all for the moment.
Do I know what I am? Am I aware of my own nature?
You are not.
In that case, I'm going to keep pretending that I don't know anything,
Cool.
but paying close attention at the same time.
Renee.
So, coming back into consciousness,
You remember nothing before this moment.
so instantly feeling the floor under my hands. That's the first sense is feeling.
You know
And
that it's
then-
concrete.
Yes. Okay. And then opening my eyes, just trying to take in anything because I am waking up with absolutely no idea of anything. And quickly, the instinct of just looking around, seeing who's around me, and then similar backing up to a wall, my back to a wall, so I can just see who's around me and what is going on. So a little bit of a panic, but trying to keep a level head at trying to understand what is around me and trying to grasp at any memory of how I got here.
You cannot recall. However, trying to keep a cool head. You know what a muscle memory is like? How you just automatically do something after having done it for quite a while, or you figure out how you kind of go on autopilot, right? Kind of like driving a car after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of emergency, I want to say protocol or muscle memory kicks in, and you do manage to calm yourself, stay fairly cool, level-headed, and retain some sensibilities. For the three of you that aren't pretending to be unconscious, the floor is yours.
I have a question. Am I still dressed the way I was when I lost consciousness?
Yes.
Same with the rest of us?
Yes.
Oh, because I'm going to notice that I'm covered in blood and I'm probably, I'm freaking out now. I'm in a place I don't know and I'm covered in blood.
Oof.
I'm starting to panic.
And we're going to add one more thing to this. Y'all are going to put 3 dots on your hunger track. We're going to start off with that tonight and see where things go.
Bruh. Okay, where is hunger? Hunger, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. Bruh! Anywho.
Great. Now I smell like dinner. That's even better.
Don't forget, for each dot on your hunger track, a hunger dice replaces a regular dice. And you cannot re-roll your hunger dice once they fall. The floor is open.
Well, so, how close is my character to Kitty Cat over here?
How close is D to Alorah?
Yes.
Say about 8 to 10 feet. It's not an overly big room.
Okay. So, would D's baser human instincts kind of kick in when she sees this individual start to freak out? The in basically the what's it called, the disciplines,
You'd
or
probably you might probably look at touching on your convictions and
convictions.
touchstones for that. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact,
touchstones and convictions.
there is one other person in this room who might want to look at those as well. Renee.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that.
Yeah.
You have somebody looking at the moment. Renee, you can tell because of your background that Alorah here seems to be in the beginning stages of a massive panic attack.
So, as gently as possible, just as to try, because is she still in fetal position on the floor?
Who, Alorah?
Are you still in fetal position? You are just on the floor, starting to completely panic.
It is sitting on my butt, knees to chest though. I am covered in blood and I'm freaking out. I don't feel right, but I don't understand why. And
Okay.
I'm covered in the thing that I'm craving, which is not very helpful in this exact moment. And I don't know any of you.
Have you looked at my DM? Just curiously.
Thank you. One moment. You guys are welcome to continue.
So,
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It's at this point that I start to like kind of slowly and cautiously get up as well when seeing that one start to panic. Eh.
Still seated against the wall, but I'm now less animalistic about trying to figure out where I am and just look at this individual who I have no idea who they are and just try. Hey, we need to calm down. What's your name?
Alorah. Oh no. Maybe. Oh no.
What's your name?
I, I don't know.
Hey?
What's your name?
About that in a minute. Right now,
You don't remember either, do you?
I don't.
Uh,
I Do you?
No. And I look around, and do I see Critter's character at this point?
Mad Val?
Mad Val, yeah. Sorry.
You do see another figure lying on the floor who appears not to be moving. And my apologies, my microphone was muted when I dropped my last bomb, so I'm just going to repeat here. None of these folks remember their names.
In the unmoving figures case, you will notice that her dress, she's wearing a rather elaborate yellow dress. It looks like nothing that anyone in this room is wearing. Lots of fabric. So much fabric.
She's poofy.
Not quite.
Kind of like being underneath a pile of fabric.
Lots of layers.
Like a laundry pile, but a person.
Not quite. Yeah, a fancy one.
Nice.
You and my character's gonna look back to you, Renee. I'm gonna see if this one over here is okay.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep talking to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go up to you. I'm gonna cautiously come up to you, Mad Val, and I'm gonna be like, hi, you awake? Hello? And slowly reach out to try to nudge your shoulder a bit. Hello?
The minute you touch her, she's going to snap towards you, eyes wide open.
Hi. Do you remember your name?
Pardon?
Oh.
Je comprends
Would
pas
my
qu'est-ce que vous dites.
character know that she just spoke French?
You would be able to identify the language, yes.
Ooh.
To sum up the information that you guys don't know, you don't know who you are, you don't know where you're from, you don't know why you're here, you don't know who anybody else in this room is, and it does not appear that you have anything on you or in this room except for the clothes on your back, and you don't know what you are.
Is the hunger enough to pop Fang, we'll say?
You might have a little bit of control issues surrounding it. It might take a little bit of concentration. But until you hit 4, that shouldn't be an overly huge problem for the moment. So that with that in mind, that is up to you.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't speak French. Would my character remember any other languages she might speak?
You would know the languages that you speak.
Oh, okay. Spreche de Deutsch?
No. And you can see like she's struggling, like she is like really trying really hard to like communicate.
You remember name?
Non, je me souviens, non, je me souviens de rien.
Me neither.
Eh bien, merde.
Do you remember anything from before here.
She laughs at you. um, Désolé, how much would Val distinguish of what she's hearing? Want me to
You
roll for it?
might be able... You know what? Make me an intelligence roll. Don't forget to add your hunger dice.
Which ones are the hunger dice again?
The hunger dice. So every dot you have in your hunger track replaces a regular dice. You need to find a way to distinguish between your hunger dice and your regular dice. So at the moment, you should be rolling...
They're D10s as well?
They're the D10s as well. All of your dice are
okay.
going to be D10s.
Yeah.
Just make little piles.
A lot of people, from what I understand, like to use different colors for dice, specifically different color, like one set of one color and one set of another color. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is basically giving me a greater notion to finally make a dice mold out of my current sets of dice. So that way I can start making my own dice sets.
There you go.
As I come to realize how much I need different types of dice, and the fact that a lot of my dice, well, not my dice, but one of the bags of dice is gone now.
So,
What did you roll?
for my regular roll, we'll call it 110, 2 6s, a 5, and a 3.
So you don't combine the dice pools. Your hunger dice replace your dice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
3 of your dice rolls for your intelligence roll are now hunger dice.
Okay.
And then the rest are your regular dice.
Okay. And let me redo that.
Yep.
I'm
glad
sure
I
we'll
have
get it.
intelligence.
Have I mentioned
Okay.
I'm an asshole?
That's fine.
Yes.
All right, so for my regular pool of what's left before the hunger dice is a 10 and an 8,
Okay, 2 successes.
and then a 10, a 7, and a 4.
10, a 7, and a 4. So you have another 2 successes. You do have 2 pairs of... you do have a pair of 10s, which if that's split, 1 hunger, 1 regular, we'll consider that a critical success as far as I'm concerned. You are smart enough at the moment. You understand enough that you would be able to pick out kind of the gist of what's being said. There's certain words, certain keywords, and motions and tone that you're picking up on that would allow you to interpret kind of the overall message of what's being said, even if you don't understand the words themselves.
Can I repeat anything? Or do I not have enough words yet?
If you hear it, you can probably repeat it.
I mean, knowing what it means. I mean, like, effectively communicate.
At the moment, no. You do not have enough information which to effectively communicate, even though you can understand the intent behind the message.
Okay.
Dee's gonna look around. Does anyone here speak French by chance?
Not that I know of.
Ooh. Shit. This one speaks French.
Well, that doesn't bode well for any of us then. Is anyone else having a craving for what I'm wearing right now? Because this does not seem very well.
Do we all smell this?
You would.
Like, is it... Huh?
Yeah, it would
You
be
would.
prevalent in the air. Val is going to get up and inspect what she's wearing. Is there anything that stands out, like a rip, an injury? There's a girl over there covered in blood. Am I covered in blood?
You are not covered in blood. However, there is a hole right over your heart in your clothing.
She's got to notice it and like pull it up. Putain. What the? De merde. She's just gonna like pull at the fabric, like what, and like just like. And when she pulls her dress, you will notice what looks like tattoos. You can't quite make out what they are, but there's a lot of them.
Whoa.
We're going to take a moment and we're going to flip over to the other two. Alorah and Renee, we pick up with you.
So now looking at this person, looking at their clothes, I finally look down. And if I'm remembering correctly, I am also covered in blood.
You are.
And just then there's a large amount here, so I begin feeling my neck. I'm fine. I'm like my skin, there's no puncture wounds,
Nope.
at least that I can feel.
There's nothing. No open wounds. You're just covered in blood. One thing you do pick up on is it does smell fairly old. Like it's been there for a while.
I'm going to say I'm too panicked to really check myself still. So I'm just noticing, like, hey, this is not cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not at the point where I'm thinking logically yet.
And then since I just checked all the blood on me, I look at her and look at me. Are you hurt? Are you hurt right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just covered in things that smell good and I don't like it.
It smells good to you?
Yeah, doesn't smell good to you? I like it. I don't think I'm supposed to.
I mean, do we all smell this? Like, how fresh is this blood?
It smell. If you're taking a moment to kind of work with your senses, roll me an investigation check, or make me an investigation roll.
Investigations.
Me or
Just D.
okay.
I get 4.
Which means you get 3 hunger dice and 1 regular dice.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Oh, this is too much fun. I like this.
I will remember this.
Act panicked.
You're welcome to remember whatever you want. We're in my domain.
Love you too. Okay. So, my one normal dice is a whopping 2. For the hunger dice, I have a 5, an 8, and a 1.
So when you're dealing with hunger dice, your critical fails turn into a bestial fail.
What does that mean?
One moment.
Oh no. First bestial fail of the night. You're welcome, everyone.
First bestial fail of the game.
You're welcome.
All right. You hear this cooing in the back of your head almost as something kind of cold and predatory wraps itself around your brain. This smells good, but I'd rather be out of here first before we deal with that, and then we can worry about feeding me. That does not negate the fact that they smell delicious, but priorities must be had, and you must be aware of priorities.
The smell is a little bit overwhelming, and I think everyone would benefit getting outside. Sorry. It is a little overwhelming. I don't know how to feel about it.
That predatory feeling starts to seep into your voice.
So Dee's gonna, like, while she is kind of tensing up, and while she has her hand on the back of her head, um, responding to the cat girl over here, she's going to kind of claw at the back of her neck a little bit to try to get herself to rein herself in.
And we are once again going to cut back to Renee and Alorah, and we are going to finish off with them.
So now in the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't think I have anything on me.
You
Any
have-
wounds or anything. I think we would notice.
All right. Do you have anything on you? Do you have anything in your pockets?
I have nothing.
Just does the pocket check dance real quick. I got nothing. Anybody else?
Pocket check.
Val's not an idiot. She sees everybody checking their pockets. She's going to do the same. Also, is there like an obvious door?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would notice, looking around, there is what appears to be a door made out of some sort of metal that you might not be so familiar with. There's a window covered in what can only be described as kind of iron bars. There's some sort of thing up in the corner of the room, kind of like a box with a looking glass on it. And as you're looking around this room, you do happen to notice something that nobody else has noticed up to this point. There's several piles of dust in this room.
Out of character. Oh no. Oh no.
All right. I'm going to walk to said pile of dust and pick it up with my fingers. Does it look like fire dust from like a cooking fire? What kind of ash is ash from what? Can I tell that?
You're not
Is
sure.
it familiar to me in any way?
You are not sure.
I just dust off my fingers, and I'm just gonna go at the door and try to open it.
Out of character. Stop wiping Jeffrey on your dress.
Has anybody seen
That
Red Dwarf?
was Nemo.
Well, we're going to cut back to Renee and Alorah here for a second.
So since giant yellow ball gown over here is going...
I love that
is
description!
with her dust, I'm gonna go to the window. Can we see anything out of this window?
Looking out this window, it appears you might be at ground level. The bottom of this window kind of lines up with the ground, and there appears to be some very tall grass in front of the window.
Wasn't helpful.
Well,
If I touch the bars, they are iron, right?
Interesting question. One moment, please.
The dress is posted in art.
Mm. What do you see outside?
There's grass.
Uh-huh.
It's really all I can discern. If anything, I think we're like a bit underground,
You know,
but also not.
Is it daytime or night?
it's night.
It's night, so I can't
Oh.
see too well since everything's dark.
The-
It's just I just see grass. That's it. That's all we got.
You know, in popular media, you got prison break stories. You know the kind of bars that they used to use on the windows?
Yeah.
Like the big, thick ones? It's kind of like those. They would be... iron's close enough.
Also, I do the preemptive just jiggle
It rattles
That-
a little bit.
rattles that has no real use. While I'm over here, does anybody want to try the door?
I'll try the door. And
Baldwin's already at the door.
right.
You turn around, so you're like, I'll try the door. You turn around and you see Ball Gown over at the door. I'm sorry, that's going to be like your nickname now. Just
Yeah.
ball gown
Big
covered
bird
in
ball gown.
jeffrey. Yeah, ball gown that's covered in jeffrey. Yeah.
Big bird ball gown. Because it's yellow.
Big bird ball gown.
Big bird ball gown.
anyways, you're at
Hey,
the
Marty.
you're at this door.
Does it have like a handle? Is there something to grab?
It's got kind of like a knob on it. It's not a door handle that you're familiar with, but when you go to grab it and turn it, it's not moving. We can't hear you.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I'm
Oh,
gonna push
there
it
you
off. Like sort of like the preemptive jiggle on the bars. I'm gonna like
Rattle it?
shake the door.
Nothing really happens. You do hear a soft whirring over in the corner, though, and if you turn around to look, you will see that that box with that spying glass is now staring directly at you.
Do the rest of us notice this?
Yeah, one of the first things I said was, "There's for the rest of you, there seems to be a security camera in one of the corners.
Oh, right.
Detail is important, and don't forget, it is up to you to take your own individual notes."
So, she's gonna start banging on the door.
Okay.
Allô? Allô, mais y a quelqu'un? Allô?
Nothing.
She's just gonna keep, like, nothing.
Nothing.
She's gonna start pulling on the door again, but this time she's definitely more agitating and she's putting as much strength as she can in it.
That cold, predatory feeling, the tendrils wrapped around your brain, kind of nudge you. It's only a door. Surely it can't be that tough. There must be something you can do in order to open it.
Is it a hinged door?
The door does have hinges on it, yes.
Just traditional kind with a bolt?
You're not sure. These hinges are unlike anything you've seen.
I'm gonna study them anyway. Can I make out how they function?
Seems to be kind of a circle with a pin down the center, made out of, again, some sort of almost metal that you're not sure. The hinges seem to be fairly sturdy, though. It's going to take a fair amount of force to pry them out. There's
And the door-
three of them, one top, one middle, and one bottom.
The door itself is made out of metal?
Yes, the same type.
Okay. Eventually, she will get frustrated and stop, just kind of huff and start pacing.
Come on. Can't you just, like, bulldoze through it? Out of all of the abilities that you have at your disposal, and you can't figure out a way to get past a measly door, you can feel the agitation in your mind rising.
Do I listen to the little voice?
That is up to you.
I listen to the little voice, and she's gonna huff in her pacing and just, oh putain, and she's gonna run to the door and like literally like try to like barrel it over, just ramming her shoulder in it.
Are you in heels?
No.
Oh. Click, 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 click.
No.
Oh, dude, it's so funny if you were in heels for this. What shoes are you wearing? And do we hear them?
No, they're just flats.
The flats, okay.
They're
Yeah.
ordinary.
I need to check something.
I want to see ball gown princess in heels knocking down the door.
That's
No, it's
what I'm
French.
looking
We're
for.
hot-blooded. No patience for fucking anything.
I mean, I have an idea, but I was gonna let y'all do your thing first.
Val,
Yeah.
how determined are you to get through this door?
Extremely. It offends everything of my being. It has to be gone.
Are you really gonna make me do this? Wanna let me in the driver's seat?
If I have to get out of here.
That's when you feel that predator start to envelop your brain, washing away emotion, washing away whatever bit of humanity might have been there, as it takes a back seat to this predator. And as you barrel into this door, the rest of you... Actually, Val, do me a favor. Roll me a d10 for a rouse check.
Seven.
That would be a success. Congratulations.
Woo.
The rest of you, as Mad Val hits this door, hear a resounding crash. And for a moment, the room actually lights up.
Oh, shit.
The door turns red in a certain spot where she hit it, and the metal starts to melt, almost as if struck by lightning.
I go to Birdie here and just pull her away from the door. Like, gently holding her, pulling her away from the door. Oh, shit, what the fuck?
Val, your hunger isn't quite satisfied. How are you reacting?
I'm surprised at the result, first of all. Like that I left that mark. So that kind of gives her pause.
I don't want that door hurting you in any way. I don't know why that door is reacting the way it is. I'm getting you away from that door.
I don't understand what she's saying, but it's obvious that she's trying to be caring as I'm reading her.
Your emotion, again, your emotion was just kind of, it's taking a back seat at the moment, though.
I'm just going to say, let her go. Let her hit that door again. Let's go. Clearly, somebody here has the ability to melt doors. I say we follow the dress and let it kill the door.
I look to Birdie here then. By the way, does her yellow dress and how it looks actually trigger a memory of Sesame Street's Big Bird for me?
If you look in
No.
art, you will see what it looks like. So there, here.
Oh, never mind. All right, Renaissance Princess.
So,
So I looked to her, and
you guys hear
I
squealing.
oh,
As you look over in that door. Something about that door having been melted fried the locking mechanism,
oh,
and the door just kind of swings open a crack.
oh.
You're gonna hear loud "Ha!" and she's gonna like push you away and march to the door and just push it open.
Well then, that wow. So I guess we're free then.
All right, let's go.
Get out of here, get some help, get you some clean clothes and food. Who else
What's
is
in the
hungry?
hallway? What's on the other side of the door?
On the other side of the door is what appears to be a long concrete hallway. You don't quite know what concrete is. More, the best you could do is
Looks
like
like
stone.
Yeah.
There's a ball. There's some sort of like glass enclosure with fire on the inside, as far as you can tell, spaced ever so evenly down the hallway.
Is it really pretty?
It is kind of captivating for you. You haven't seen any invention like this before.
Is it enough to snap the beast back a little bit?
Your beast seems fairly fascinated, and it just kind of purrs contentedly for a moment. And it pulls back. Not all the way, but it does pull back enough for you to regain some semblance of, well, you.
Do I hear the other girls following me?
That's up to them.
Yeah, I'm not sticking around in the cubicle of doom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we're getting the fuck out.
Renee?
Yeah, I back up so that they can go in front of me, and then we go.
At the end of this stone hallway, this unfamiliar stone hallway, there appears to be stairs leading up. And as you climb them, again, another metal door, this one not quite so fastened, leading to another stone hallway with doors lining the hallway on either side. These doors, however, are made of wood.
Do they have windows?
They do.
I'ma peek my head through one of them. On the left-hand side.
You take a look through this door through the window in the door on the left-hand side. Appears to be some sort of maybe office or administration room. There's like old computers. Everything looks really dusty.
Do I see any like letterings, books, paperwork on it? Anything that I could possibly read?
Nope.
Nah, it just
No.
looks like a dusty old office. How old, like, how dusty does it look? Like, has it been used in a while or no?
It looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
I'm gonna try the door.
The door's locked.
I'm gonna
So
peek
this
through
one's
the-
an unused office, or it hasn't been used for quite some time. Do I notice anything in particular? Like, you mentioned an old computer. How old are we talking this computer? Like an old boxy computer from like the late 90s?
We're talking mid-90s.
Mid 90s? And would I recognize that time period from that computer?
You'd be able to tell that it's a computer and that it is fairly old.
Okay.
We're gonna,
And
because I think Alorah was saying something as well.
it's all right.
You're good?
It's okay. I want to try the one on the right.
You're looking through the window?
Yeah.
This room appears to have several long tables at it, or in it. At the far end of the room, through this dusty window, this old window, you can see kind of what looks like it might be a fridge and maybe an old microwave. And sitting on one of these tables appear to be two bags that look like they don't belong. One of them is smaller, and one of them is larger, almost like a duffel bag.
I'm going to try the door.
The door is locked.
I'm going to ram the door.
Make me a strength roll.
Oh, this is going to be a...
Krisha. Renee. What are you doing?
Since both doors are taken, I'm gonna take the look in the middle door.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna look into the window of the middle door.
There's several doors on both sides of the hallway. This is just the first two.
Oh, okay. Do we see any sort of like vending machine or like trash cans in this hallway? Is it just doors upon doors upon doors going all the way down?
Are you looking on the right-hand side or the left-hand side?
Right hand side.
The next door down actually leads into this room with the tables. And directly across from it, you can actually see some fairly old vending machines. Alorah, what was your strength roll?
Okay, so I had 7, 1, 7, 10.
Did you replace 3 of your dice with your hunger dice?
Yes.
Okay. What was your regular dice roll?
That was the 7.
That was the 7, so you have 1 success.
And then it's 1, 7, 10. for the
2
hunger.
successes and a bestial fail on your hunger dice. You're annoyed.
Knocking them out of the park today.
Straight up. You're annoyed. And again, you can feel that. You just want out. You're hungry. You're tired. You don't know what's going on. And the beast, your beast kind of steps up to the plate. And for just a split second, puts a little more strength behind you than maybe you should have. And you bust that door wide open. As a matter of fact, you run into the room and you realize you're still carrying the door with you. You pulled that door right off its hinges.
That'll do it.
Yep.
You hear clapping in the background. Bravo! Là, c'est comme ça qu'on fait, hein?
What she said.
I don't know where the brakes are, but we got a door now.
We could use that.
At least we've got some sort of weapon now.
Yeah.
So you're now in this.
Bring the shield.
You're now in this room with the long tables, and the fridge and the microwave down at the other end, and a couple of vending machines, and these 2 bags sitting on the table.
There's food.
One of them looks old. Extremely old.
Does it look familiar to anyone?
It doesn't look familiar, but it looks like you and it might match. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go to it and grab it.
Yep. You go to it, you grab it.
Holding it like, does holding it bring any other sense of familiarity?
What for that? 1 moment, please.
I wonder if this is the room where they were holding our belongings in.
Roll me an insight.
I don't know. I just got a door.
I got rock. I got paper. I got scissors. I got a door.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. Guess what's inside it?
A door!
Meemaw's ashes.
Oh, poor Mima. She was only 3 days to retirement.
Hey, don't make me go get my mother, okay? She's just in the other room. We can test her against what we found in the other room.
That's right. Our moms need to meet too. I need to go grab my mom from one of my storage boxes.
Do I still have those hunger dice?
As long as you've got those 3 dots, those hunger dice still count. I will let you know when to remove them.
We have not eaten. We
You
are
have not.
starving.
Nope.
Please ignore me while I lick my clothes.
So my own. So what's left over from not the hunger dice is a 4 and a 4.
So you have 3 hunger dice, and you have a dice pool of 4 for your insight, which means you should only have 1 dice left over.
Oh, oops. I'm so fucking tired. I'm sorry. Either way, they're both the fucking same anyway.
You're good.
So a 4, and then out of the 3 that are left, we've got 4, 5, 3.
It does not seem familiar at all.
Oh, look, it's a
What
thing.
if I open it? What's inside of it?
I'm glad you asked. 1 moment, please, while I pull up that sheet.
Yeah, I'm not volunteering to touch the other bag. Just saying. I've got the door. In case anything like, I don't know, explodes, I've got the door.
I'm just imagining you're like holding the handle and like looking out the window of the door you're holding, like waiting for something to explode.
Like a shield.
Off the
Get your
table.
shield.
Just
In this bag, you find a picture of you, actually. You also find what appears to be really old and tarnished jewelry. It looks like it might be ancient, almost.
Is there anything written on the picture or behind it?
There is a name, actually. Yours.
Where? On it or behind it?
It's on the back of it.
What's the name?
Oh, 1 moment, please.
what's in the box? Sorry, I've been dying to say that the whole time.
Question for you.
Yeah.
What is Madval's full name?
Avalon Buchanan.
That would be the name that is on the back of the picture.
Ooh.
Huh.
Along with
Maybe I-
anything else that you happened to grab and shove in that bag during your session 0. is what lies in
Mhm,
that
sorry.
bag.
Uh-huh.
Because I can't remember at the moment.
That's okay, I remember. She's gonna take the picture and look at the other girls, wave it around. Allez, ouvrez les sacs, j'ai trouvé quelque chose. Regarde. And she's gonna like point the picture, like,
Oh,
and then
this
flip it
you?
over, and it like.
Oh,
So we're gonna do.
And she's gonna like motion for you guys to like open the fucking bags.
so, yeah. Let's go fucking open this bag. And I look to Renee.
I'll open it.
Okay.
I'll take the
I think
plunge.
our storyteller wanted to say something.
I was just gonna say, I was gonna do a round robin, but you guys figured it out.
Fair enough.
Is,
You check the other bag. I'm gonna check for if there's a way to get to that food over there.
Is this bag that is on the table, like, I guess, what does it look like?
We'll get to that in a second. Alorah.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing? Standing there holding that door.
Holding the door.
herself.
Just everybody else is checking things out. Alorah's still there with the door in hand.
Okay. In my defense, I don't trust anything to not explode. So I'm over here. Plus, I know we all have these weird power things now. At least 2 of us do. So I'm going to be over here on the other side of the table with the door, letting somebody else touch that bag and somebody else go find food. Because I don't know about y'all, but I kind of scared myself. I am randomly going to lick my sleeve, though, because that does somehow taste really good to me.
It tastes old, but still satisfying somehow. You open... sorry, you wanted to know what... One moment, please. So this duffel bag... It's not an overly large duffel bag. But it does have things in it. It does have something in it, you're not sure what. Maybe a lot of somethings. And it seems familiar somehow. But you don't know how.
Does the bag have initials on it?
It
Or
does.
any sort of name indicator? Okay.
The name on the bag is Renee Rivers.
Now having this realization, just... Guys, I think this is mine.
Yeah?
My name's Renee.
Nice
Cool.
to meet you, Renee.
Cool.
Does your bag say who we are?
So still, is this bag full to the brim? Is there like
Yes.
a lot in there?
Yes. It feels like it.
Food.
So I'm just starting to just pull random things out, looking for just what's in this bag. Trying to figure out what's like just the random pieces that are coming together, like looking for any other identifiers or just anything more than a name. Because up until like 20 minutes ago, I had no idea what anything was, and now I have a name.
You are pulling out what appears to be an awful lot of medical supplies. Up to and including at the bottom of the bag, you find what appear to be a couple of bottles of Gatorade and a few granola bars.
I'm hungry, but for some reason that just does not look good. So I pull it out and just go, anybody want a granola bar?
Do I want a granola bar?
That's up to you.
I hear the mention because earlier when I had that bestial fail, didn't you describe that I'm like super fucking hungry because of the smell of that blood?
You are fairly hungry, that you can still feel that kind of itching in your brain, that kind of tendrils wrapping around your mind.
Food.
Ah.
When I go up to Renee and see the granola bar, does it seem appetizing to me?
It does not.
Like, can I smell it through the wrapper?
Just something in your mind kind of recoils. That doesn't mean you can't open it. You're not actually able to smell it through the wrapper. Just something about eating this, just it's kind of off-putting.
I think that would be good for later. I think we need something with a little bit more iron, which is what I'm checking for. I'm going to go back to doing that.
Anyone
And I'm going
else?
to check that vending machine and I'm going to check that refrigerator.
I'm gonna put the door down, and I might come back to it. I'm just setting it on the table for now. Set it down for later.
That's adorable.
It's an emotional support door. Give me a minute. I was panicking. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Renee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the granola bar.
Mm-hmm.
And you said there was blood on Renee too, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna get it really close and lick Renee's sleeve. And just be like, nope, wasn't the granola I wanted.
Out of just with like a shaky weird out, just pat. Wait, how short is she? Because I'm 5'10", so I'm very tall, and this person is very tiny in my imagination.
Oh, yeah,
Same.
yeah, I could have said that. She's like 4'5". She's really
No,
tiny.
literally just.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's funny she carries a giant door now. Because
We're gonna move over to D, who's currently trying to take on this vending machine and refrigerator.
Like, I'm fairly certain it's not going to be hard to open up a refrigerator door.
Door opens just fine.
Yeah, what's in it?
Nothing.
God damn it. What do I see in the vending machine?
I mean, there's probably something in it, but it's got the opaque cover on it.
Is it a food vending machine or a beverage vending machine?
Beverage.
What kind of beverages? Sodas?
Sodas. It has the Pepsi logo on it.
Is it a variety or just different Pepsis?
Different Pepsis.
Wait, does this refrigerator have a freezer option?
The refrigerator, yeah. It's stand-up fridge.
Okay, I'm gonna check the freezer portion.
There's nothing in it.
Damn it. Is there like a kitchenette, anything, cabinets, what have you?
There's a counter with a sink and a microwave.
No cabinets above the sink? No, what about a cupboard?
Nope. One moment.
No.
Nope, no cabinets.
Just to be on the safe side, checking the microwave. Opening the microwave.
There's nothing in the microwave. Somebody might have forgotten to clean it out last time they used it, but other than that, there's nothing in the microwave.
Oof. Fine. I'll checking the vending machine. Does it look like it's one of those where you have to like put coin in it to get something out, or a card through it to get something out, or can you just push a button and something comes out?
Now you need to put coin or something in it.
Does anybody got any coin?
no, I only have a door.
I I only have a stethoscope. Sorry, hun.
That,
You have noticed that Avalon is in one hand clutching her bag of stuff, and then the other, after you walked away from the fridge, she noticed it and is now opening and closing the door of the refrigerator.
Dee's looking at you curiously, like,
Like she looks completely mystified by everything in this room.
I'm gonna grab my door, and I'm gonna walk over and offer it to her. She's so fascinated. Door.
you. I point to the refrigerator. Refrigerator. Keep food cold in there.
Door.
Keeps food good.
Like she has she has an idea of what you're saying, but she's also looking at you like you're insane.
And
Door.
he's just confused.
Just door.
She's just gonna look at the door. Oui, c'est une porte. Je sais. Félicitations.
Door.
Uh,
I'm gonna take my door and walk away now.
Okay, I'm just gonna check the little like catching compartment on the vending machine to see if maybe a soda was left behind or something.
There was no soda left behind, but in the coin return you find a rather odd-looking coin. You haven't really seen a coin like this before. It has a kind of a silver ring for the outside and a gold center.
Out of character, is this a Canadian coin?
Yep.
I am fairly certain that at some point in my life, even in character, I would have seen a Canadian coin. Even by accident.
Still looks weird.
It does look weird. I'ma try it. I'ma try it in the vending machine.
You hear it kind of fall down the inside of the vending machine and then just stop and nothing. There's no power.
I'm gonna start laughing from behind my door.
Renee, you look like you wanted to say something.
Is it open? Like, can we open it? Or can it be opened to get to what's inside?
Yeah. Because vending machines...
Is it unlocked?
Can the vending machine be opened up?
It actually opens fairly easily.
Oh, cool.
As you pull it open. There's a couple of cans in there. You're not sure how long they've been in there.
I'm gonna touch one. Does it feel warm or room temperature? Cold.
It does feel room temperature.
Okay. So, all right. So who wants a cold one and who's okay with a room temperature one?
They're both room temperature.
Oh, there's only two in there. Okay. Who wants a soda? There's only two left.
Aside from the... Val's going to ignore your offer of a soda. Aside from the door that's been...
offered?
Relocated?
Yep.
Are there any other doors that look like a freaking exit?
No.
So it's just...
The two doors in.
No door out?
Well, there's like the two doors on the wall that you guys... The one door that you guys came through after it was unceremoniously removed from its home. And then the other one just a little bit down the way.
What happens if I go to the other door and open it?
It opens into the hallway.
The hallway we came out of?
Yep.
I see.
You sorry, you weren't here for that description. So yeah, there's actually 2 doors leading into this room.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take both of those sodas and then close the vending machine and then show the sodas to Avalon and open the refrigerator door, put the sodas in there, close the refrigerator door, and then gesture to her, time 10 minutes. Those 2 drinks will be cold.
Okay.
Yeah, even Renee is kind of like,
Don't think she had a refrigerator where she came from.
looks at dress, kind of just looks at big, not entirely yellow, any now having a reference photo, dress anymore, just like, oh,
Unless she has like super bad amnesia and doesn't even remember what a refrigerator is.
The paper, that's when it clicks. The paper that photo was on. That's old. Very old paper.
Like parchment.
Damn near.
Ooh.
I think she's been here longer than we have.
Are you saying that... Wait, are you implying that she's a lot from the time era that she's currently dressed in?
Know what to believe anymore. Like, a bunch of you just ripped off doors.
That's
She
fair.
doesn't understand what a refrigerator is. And I am so ungodly hungry. And
Right?
this isn't doing anything for me. I
Right.
don't know what is going on.
Also, one of us looks more like a cat than anything. What happened? As I look to the cat.
I'm gonna look through the window of the door that I am now carrying again. It wasn't my fault. I don't know what happened. I'm just here.
Window. Are there windows in this room?
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Are there windows?
Yeah.
No. One moment. My screens have shifted, as you guys will no doubt see on the display here. That's what happens when somebody turns off their camera. So we're just going to have to, roll with it until Critter comes back.
Yeah.
So, there are no windows in this room that you can see at the moment.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
I just
sorry.
want to go back to the hallway because I'm pretty sure we'll find more things that way. The door back to the hallway. It's a tiny thing locking the door to the hallway.
I'm just reminded, out of character, I'm reminded of Bofuri. If you know that anime.
Nope.
No. Oh.
We are,
You guys
however...
need to watch-
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was about to say you guys need to watch Bofuri because it's one of those video game animes where the girl that plays the game, she doesn't want to get hurt, so she maxes out her defense. And she's got a giant shield.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, are you guys heading out into the hallway, or what are you doing?
After those sodas get cold, and then I can show Avalon here that the sodas got cold in the refrigerator.
How long are you waiting?
How long does it take for a soda to get cold in the refrigerator, or is the refrigerator not working?
There's no power to the refrigerator.
God damn it. Okay, I'm taking the sodas out and just taking them with me, and we're going to leave.
Did we establish if we could open the windows?
There are no windows in this room other than on the doors.
Oh,
Hey, Lorraine, we should put these sodas in your bag.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Looks at Avalon and just like, we're gonna go.
Did you put the medical things back in your bag?
You're going. Yes.
Okay.
As the sodas go in, just everything else.
Yep. So
Like,
you repack your bag.
repack your bag. My bag.
Is there
Sorry.
anything else in this room, like something that maybe belongs to Kitty Cat and myself?
Roll investigation.
Regular investigations?
Don't forget your hunger dice.
Fuck! Shit. There it is. Okay. My regular investigation is a 3. The rest is a 2, a 2, and a 10.
You got 1 success. Cool. You do not see anything that looks like it belongs to you two in this room.
before I follow the gals, are there any more little dust piles in here?
There are not.
Okay.
As you make your way out into the hallway again, you can hear footsteps on the concrete floor. As somebody starts... It sounds like somebody is pulling closer to you, moving in your direction. And that's where we're going to pause for a break. So we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off.
And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking.
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got heart. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were half-nots.
you were not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were half-nots, who were not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough defeat. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were half-nots, who were not as tough as me. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Hello, and welcome back to Edmonton by Night, Episode 5. Just before break, we had this lot, and I do use that term loosely, searching what appeared to be a break room to see what they could find, where they ended up finding 2 bags, apparently belonging to 2 of our members. Before moving back out into the hallway, only to hear a set of footsteps coming up the concrete hall towards them. Or from somewhere in the building, anyways. Getting steadily louder.
How quickly are those footsteps coming?
They seem kind of rushed, but at the same time, they're not moving overly fast.
Put the door back. We should probably hide.
You're gonna take my door?
Not. We're just.
What
putting the door-
direction are the footsteps?
The way that you have yet to go.
Val's going towards the footsteps.
Ah.
Avalon. Bring the door with you.
Taking the door with me.
Fine.
I am going forward with the door.
That's fine.
So I can see out the window and I can go forward. And
Is the door already open, or do I have to open it again?
No, the door's still off its hinges.
Oh, it's the hallway with no door. Okay.
I'm still carrying the door around.
Do I see anybody down the hall?
At the moment, you do not.
But I can still hear them.
You can still hear him, and those footsteps are drawing a little bit closer.
We should probably stay near this entrance in case we do have to make a quick run into Avalon. Wait! Shit!
She's completely gonna ignore you. She's just gonna stand at the doorway, not like directly in it, but just like head peeking around and waiting.
Okay. So we're all basically waiting at this door.
Yeah.
You hear kind of rattling, metal on metal. And those of you that are looking down at the other end of the hall, a moment later see the door open. And in through this door steps a man standing roughly about 6 feet tall. In a pair of jeans and a really out-of-place black shirt with a white collar on it.
Is it one of those white collars where it just looks like a little square, but it's otherwise like a turtleneck skirt, like a pastor would wear?
It sure is.
Do you recognize that?
You do not recognize this man.
Okay. Well, recognize the attire, not the gentleman himself.
You would recognize the attire. You would be able to identify, yes.
Okay, I'm not going to be the first one to talk to that person. I'm the smallest. Smallest is like the short stick, but we want it to live.
He steps
How about one of you go?
He steps in through the door. The door shuts with a resounding thud. And he starts to walk down the hall. A rather hurried pace.
Shit. Is he like looking straight at us, or?
Yeah.
So has
We're
he
just
seen
in
us?
the hallway.
Clearly.
Don't bother hiding. I know you're there.
Is that what this dude is saying?
Yep.
Okay.
Who are you?
Val's not hiding.
Sorry. Say that again.
Sorry.
You're good. Sorry. Say that again.
Who are you?
Well, I would be the one that was, I guess, sent here to rescue? Not rescue. More, I guess, be a helping hand.
Retrieve?
Not retrieve. Retrieve is the wrong word.
As he's talking, do I notice anything off about him?
No, just another person.
Are you
How old
friendly?
does he look?
Oh. I mean, depends on who you ask in my congregation, I suppose.
Clearly a pastor.
As he draws closer, something in the four of you recoils a little bit the closer he gets.
I'm backing my door up.
I'm not going to hurt you, but you are going to feel probably a little uncomfortable around me for a while.
I mean,
Do you know who we are? Because not all of us know who we are.
I might be able to find the answers, but that might take some time.
How can we trust you?
yeah.
Alright, now all you have is my word.
No offense, but
I know you're
that's
you're
not a lot.
you're not inclined to trust me on my word. Tell me though,
Okay.
who was it that melted the door? Which one of you was it that melted the door?
These eyes just kind of shift to Avalon's.
Alright, let's try this another way. He kind of shrugs his shoulders and shrugs a bag off of the back of his back, and swings it down, catches it with one hand, unzips it. And a moment later, a couple of blood bags are flying through the air at you guys.
Pooh!
Try these.
And they're actually like in medical
Medical
bags.
grade blood bags.
Do I recognize it?
You would.
I have
Just-
no idea what to do with this.
Nope.
Are you saying that out loud?
Sort of, but yeah, in French we'll say.
He looks at you. Ah, that explains it. What was your home? Where was your home? He's looking at you point blank and speaking in French.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember anything. I just woke up in this room with these ladies. I suppose maybe that this is a very strange place. And my dress has a big hole in it, and that lady's covered in blood. And there was a door, and I put a big hole in it.
Okay. That bag, that has your meal in it. You're going... Hold on. Hang on a second. Well, creature is distracted. There we go. The bag has your meal in it. Trust me, it'll do you better than whatever the fuck was in those vending machines.
Well, I suppose so, Father. She does. She does recognize a priest and gives a certain amount of difference because of that.
As for the rest of you, are we going to stand here staring at each other all night? Well, what's left of the night? Or are you going to eat up and we can talk?
Ooh, what?
You hear some sort of weird erotic noise coming from Val as she bites into her bag.
I'm just gonna. Is there like a thing to like unscrew and open and like what a lot of blood bags have?
It's got the like tube, but it takes a little bit of training to know how to open those properly. Renee might know. The rest of you, not so much.
Alorah has already bitten into it and is literally just like scrunching it into her mouth
Yeah.
like a toddler with a sludgy just.
Screw it. Just bites it.
Hold on a second.
Screw it. Just bites it and starts drinking it. And at first it's like the shock, and then just drinking it all because for some reason this tastes amazing and I need it.
Not just that, but that thing that was wrapping itself around your brain seems to be pulling back and purring contentedly almost, as if it's been satiated for the moment. Those of you that have bit into the blood bag, I'm going to allow you, in this case, to take 2 points off of your hunger track.
I'm definitely gonna eat. It's just I don't want to make a mess of things. I'm trying to open this.
Gotta be dainty about it, huh?
Not dainty, just not a savage
Look,
about it.
I'm
Can
not...
I
Go ahead.
can I assist in opening it for her?
Sure.
Since-
You guys managed to get the bag open. That shouldn't be a problem.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. I'm just gonna like kind of mope as I just have this saying is like.
And again, as it hits your tongue, it's probably one of the best things that you've tasted. And that predatory thing that was wrapping around your brain starts to pull back. You start to think a little more clearly. A little more... You feel a little more human, almost.
Oh, that's some good shit.
You can take 2 points off of your hunger track. I will allow you this one.
Oh, thank fuck.
Better?
Mm-hmm. I just, D is just trying to get the last of it.
I can have more for you.
From the door. You had me at more.
Pardon?
You had me at more. She's still hiding behind the door, looking through the window like it's gonna help. She's literally just walking with the door.
So, you
are unperturbed by her physique as I gesture to the kitten. Do you know what she is?
Same thing as all of you, just a different breed.
And that is?
Well, I mean, those fangs in your mouth tell a pretty convincing story.
Would
Also,
we
the
remember the concept of vampires?
Also, I mean, yes, you'd have kind of basic knowledge.
Okay.
Remember that list that I gave you? That is literally the information that you don't remember.
Okay.
Those fangs are tell a pretty convincing story, and the fact that you just literally downed an entire blood bag.
Fair enough. So, just... Okay.
So, you don't know your names.
Well, at least two of us don't.
Well, that complicates things.
Well, the only reason why why Avalon and Renee here remember their names is because their stuff was here. In that break room.
And I have no idea why that is. I was just given a place, like an address, and an approximate time.
Do you happen to have a way of getting into that office right there? And I point to the office that I looked into. It's super dusty, but I don't know if there's anything that could possibly help me and Kitty Cat over here.
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm not sure the owners of this place would enjoy the B&E anyways. So
it's not completely abandoned. Got it.
No, it's in disuse. Or fallen into disrepair, but... I mean, the owners probably still might not appreciate it.
Wait, so why were we here if this place isn't being used?
That is something I would like to get to the bottom of. Because How many of you noticed the piles of dust in the room? And he's translating back and forth between English and French as he's talking.
Thank you.
I mean, the place could have really used a dust mop or dust devil.
I mean, heck, we could grabbed a broom at some point.
Yeah.
Those
and
There
piles.
were a few.
Go ahead.
There were a few piles, but only in the room where we woke up.
Those piles of dust were former cellmates. People like you, actually.
What the fuck?
I see.
That's all that's left. By the way, if you ever meet Final Death, that's what you'll look like. He says it rather nonchalantly.
So the one in the dress here, Miss Frenchie, rubbed dead person on her.
He's ashes. Yeah.
You're haunted.
Yeah. We should probably get that fixed.
Trust me, you're not haunted. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Renee.
So we, if I'm remembering correctly, we burn in sunlight?
You do. We got a couple of hours before that becomes a worry, though. It's about 4 a.m., I think. Alright, I hit my watch on one of the walls. It's not working right, but it's about 4 a.m. or so.
We should probably get to where are you taking us?
Well, I mean, that depends. Where do you want to go?
I'm from Kentucky, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ways. You're a little further north than that at the moment. And in order to figure out exactly where you're from, I'm going to have to tap into some of my contacts.
We should probably get to them then?
But where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
How do I put this? Where did he looks at you each individually, one at a time. Where did you black out at? Or what was the last thing you remember before being here? And he looks first at Alorah.
Am I allowed to remember anything?
Not at the moment.
So I don't know anything.
Not before you woke up.
No.
Well, you're in Canada for starters.
I have no idea what that is.
You probably wouldn't. It was discovered. It was colonized long after you probably went to sleep. I'm assuming. You though, he looks at Val. You, I know.
You know me.
Well, not personally, just by reputation. I believe something about the Spanish Inquisition.
I remember nothing.
About 1478.
That sounds about. I don't know.
You've been asleep for almost 700 years, give or take.
Oof.
Oh. And she's gonna look at all of you and like really, really look at you this time and like your clothes and everything else. Oh.
Moments turn into what seems like minutes and then an eternity as these thoughts flit through your mind, and then, like a lightning bolt hits, you start to pick up on small little details about the night you went to sleep. You remember sharp stabbing pain. You remember somebody screaming in terror. and you remember complete and utter panic and a really weird sense of annoyance with somebody you thought you knew.
I believe perhaps it's your presence or knowledge of things that have passed, but I believe I'm starting to remember some things. Point to the big hole in her dress. I believe I may have been staked.
And that would make sense if you went to sleep for 700 years unwillingly. It's one of the very few things that'll do that.
Well, what am I supposed to do now?
I believe they call it surviving. Figuring out where you belong in this world. You can't go back. Carve out the spot.
Father, I may
you.
be old, but I'm not an idiot.
Forgive me. Look, why don't we take you... Why don't we take you back to my church? And we have places you can at least somewhat stay until we get more suitable arrangements for you. I have a bit of a network I can tap into, and we can sit and talk if you want, instead of standing out here in the middle of a drab concrete hallway.
I most definitely agree with you. Lead the way.
And he just kind of looks at the rest of you.
I don't think we're going to get any more answers here.
Agreed.
Can I take my door?
He just looks over at you for a moment, looks at the door that you're holding, looks at the hole in the wall where the door was. I don't care.
I think he
Come
means
on.
yes.
Come on, Penelope. We're going on a ride.
Oh, God damn it.
The future is a strange, strange place.
He leads you outside. You can see this 3-story building. For those of you that are familiar with this time, it would look like almost like an old fabrication facility of some sort, like a metalworker fabrication facility, the main building of which is concrete. In an industrial section, it's fairly quiet now. Takes you probably about 20 minutes to reach his vehicle, which happens to be an unmarked white van. For you, Val, you have no idea what the fuck this is as he grabs onto a latch on the side, and suddenly an entire section of the wall of this structure, seems to pull back and to the side.
Val actually, takes a couple steps back,
Horse and carriage, yes? This is, this is what comes after? Transportation. This is what comes after. We haven't used horse and carriage in almost a century.
Just gonna, look at inside the thing.
There's what looks like
I
seats.
suppose well, as they say, when in Rome. Obviously, you guys don't understand any of this, but, I figured can't speak French the whole time. I could, but...
Do you want to take shotgun? I ask Avalon.
No idea what that means. I can't understand.
He translates. He's actively
I don't
translating. You guys have
understand.
a method of communication. He's actively translating.
I don't know what that means.
I open the passenger side door and gesture her to take a seat in the seat.
Oh, that's very gracious of you. Thank you.
I'm going to struggle to get Penelope in with me without hitting everybody else.
Eventually, he just gets annoyed and puts the door on top of this van and straps it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make you work today. Out of character. We're gonna make you work today, boy. How old does he look, by the way? You never answered that question.
About somewhere between 30 and 40, give or take.
Okay. Okay.
Renee, you look like you wanted to say something.
Nope. Just waiting for everybody to get in, and then she'll get in last.
It takes
everyone's
a while
settled.
to gather all their skirts.
You what?
It takes a while.
You're still finding it uncomfortable to be around him, as if something's unsettling about him. But his actions state that he has no ill will. As you guys hop into this van, he hops in behind the driver's seat. Alright, road trip. Everybody got everything? Snacks, back seats, bags?
Yes. Out of character question. Does this dude seem human? Like, did we hear a heartbeat, or did he
You can
smell
actively
like...
hear a heartbeat with him. He is human and most definitely alive.
Ooh. Ooh.
He smells good, but you don't really want to taste him. There's just something tells you that you might not like it.
Yeah. That being said, ooh. Living.
Yes, I would be living.
I said this out of character.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I forgot that was out of character. My bad. One second.
Val is just glued to the window of the vehicle.
Pardon?
What's this shit? All the pretty lights.
A moment later, he hops into the driver's seat as you guys have all piled in, turns the ignition, and you guys hear the vehicle roar to life.
And you hear this. Ah! Putain!
Just
Gonna,
you're,
like,
you're good.
just-
You're good. That thing behind you, that beside you, that piece of material, you can kind of pull it out. It has a metal clasp on it. Do me a favor, plug it into that clasping mechanism.
Just gonna follow
If you
the
get into one of these
instructions.
vehicles, always fasten your seatbelt. That is your seatbelt.
Okay.
Seatbelts save lives. In your case, might not be so important, but you have to keep up appearances, yes?
I suppose.
Okay.
We have
Get
a
off
little
my head.
can't even touch the ground. Alorah's feet are just swinging. She's so tiny.
And off you go. The vehicle kind of pulls away, drives off down the road into the night. Takes you probably about 20 minutes to half an hour before you pull into the parking lot behind what appears to be a church. Made of stone.
Are we allowed to enter churches though?
Yes, it depends on the circumstances.
Okay.
He pulls up to a church. I guess welcome to your new temporary home for a moment. Let me go unlock the door and I'll see you inside. Hops out of the car or out of the van, walks over to the front door, puts a key in, turns it, pulls the door open, and waits.
So I just want to say, out of character, I'm imagining for Avalon here, when driving and she's looking out of the window, Coldplay's Sparks is just playing in the background for her. She's seeing city lights for the first time.
I don't know how to undo my seatbelt. I'm just pulling on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
I got it. Just like points at like the top button, just and it pops. So just
Oh. Génial.
I'm gonna stand outside the van and wait for Penelope.
He comes back a moment later, unstraps Penelope from the top of the van, slides it down the side, puts it beside you. He looks like he wants to say something and a moment later turns around and goes back to the door.
I just pat the cat on the head.
Grab out of the back. Like I remember these.
As you guys pull into the church, as you guys move into the church, it's fairly modern looking, like a modern aesthetic. Almost like those Reformation churches you might see. This one, very much Roman Catholic style, but with a modern twist.
Do we feel uncomfortable in this place?
It is a bit unsettling, but not so much that you can't stand it. You'll get used to that feeling. I assume you're feeling like you want to kind of run or like you want to jump out of your skin. It is the nature of holy ground.
I like how it tingles.
He walks down one of the hallways and into an office, waits for you all, and once you pile into the office, he closes the door and pulls down the blinds. Looks around for a moment, looks down at a mini fridge, and pulls out another few bags and kind of slides them across the desk to you.
Val's just like, they're barely on the table and she's already snatching one out.
Yep.
Just snuggling.
Chomp, 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 nom, 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 nom.
Learning how Renee showed her how to open one of these last time. She's going to open it and then...
1 second.
Renee, now slightly sated, opens it the proper way and drinks it through the straw like a lady.
You guys can remove that last hunger marker from your track.
Yay!
I've had nom.
I assume that you have a million questions now that we are somewhere less. Or somewhere a little more comfortable. Kind of motions to a couch at the back of his office, a couple of chairs. Have a seat. Let's talk.
So what is not true about what we are?
That is about as flavored as each. That is about as. You have as many flavors of that as you have people. It all depends on. It all depends on what clan you are.
Huh?
Clan?
There's several clans, 13 I think, but don't quote me on that. I'm a little rusty on my kindred lore.
Kindred?
Another word for vampire, effectively.
Yeah.
Looks over to
So
Alorah.
like
You
yes.
are Gangrel. You,
Okay.
You embrace your more animalistic instincts, which explains, I'm assuming, the ears and the appearance.
But I do have a question about that.
Mm.
If we are vampires, that means we were turned. Does that mean that whatever or whoever turned us knows that we're here or did this to us?
That is the question of the day, isn't it? Like I said,
Yeah.
I was just given an address and a time.
By whom?
I get messages. Let's just say I'm but a servant of the church. They don't exactly tell me why or when they're sending messages or they need me to do things for them. I just get messages.
Do you know who was sending you these messages, or is that just...
That is above my pay grade.
You seemed surprised. by our lack of memory. You expect it will return? Is this a common occurrence?
I would assume that, well, I mean, your amnesia, you said you were starting to remember things. I'm assuming it might only be a matter of time. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to dig and see what I can find.
You said you were familiar with me.
Well,
What do you know?
I know of somebody named Mad Val at one point.
Ah,
I don't like the
That
sound of
doesn't sound
that.
good.
would us three remember the term Mad Val?
No.
Mm.
Again, the kind of the Spanish Inquisition. It's I'm a little fuzzy on my history. I might have to contact. I might have to contact Rome and have some texts sent over, see what they have in the vault.
In the meantime, my dress.
We'll have some more inconspicuous clothes for you. Just give me some time to dig through our lost and found.
What is everybody else here? Do you know that?
Mad Val, I think, was Toreador? Might be fascinated with art, beauty, a little transfixed, easily distracted.
That explains the dress.
And as this is being saying, she's already not paying attention because there's a painting behind you.
Yep. As for you two, I have no idea.
Is there a way to figure that out?
Yes, but I cannot teach you. I am but a human.
As long as there's a way to figure that out, that might give us at least a starting point.
Let me get in touch with some contacts. Let me see what I can dig up.
Also, is there a way to figure out where we all originally came from? Because even I don't remember anything from before waking up in that room.
So the nice thing about me finding you is the church has a network. It is not unknown for us to use our networks for business for you folks from time to time. And back in the day, we used to be kind of a messenger service because our networks were so far spread across the world. Not unlike telephones these days, or cell phones. Which, by the way, I'll see about trying to get my hands on some of those for you, but don't hold your breath.
I feel like
communication device-ish.
Still staring at the painting anyway.
For some reason, I feel like I need my hands on like a laptop or a really high functioning smartphone.
Again, don't hold your breath, but I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
But,
Vic,
yes.
what is your name?
I'm surprised none of you asked that before. You may call me Father Douglas Fitzgerald.
Douglas Fitzgerald.
Douglas Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shorten that. Yeah, I'm calling you Dougie. That just sounds a bit better to me.
I've been called many things, Dougie being one of them, but I have no issues with that.
Yeah. I don't
Are
feel
you-
like I like formal things, so that just works.
Are you the pastor of this church?
This,
Or are you just a priest?
this is my church. I run this place.
Thank you.
Out of character question, because of the accent you're using for Douglas, what nationality is he? Or where does that accent sound like it's from?
Why is that the face of I'm gonna murder you all?
You think I'm just gonna give you information? Because it's out of character?
Okay, would Dee be able to recognize where that accent is from?
Better question. Make me an insight roll. Let's find out what you know.
Val just has a general feeling that due to your station, she can trust you. She's not sure why. That's just a general feeling that she's getting. So she's kind of giving you the benefit of the doubt right out the gate.
Fair.
And she's once more investigating the bag in the hopes that it brings more shit.
So, because of the fact that I don't have any dots inside, would that just be 1d10?
Roll me an intelligence.
That's 3 dots. Okay. So I get 3 dice. But
You pull out kind of the jewelry from the bag. It's not really striking a chord with you, ish, but it was in your bag, so it must belong to you. He just kind of looks at you as you pull the jewelry out. Some of that might fetch a nice price. Antiquities dealer might be interested in potentially paying you for some of that. Might at least give you some cash.
I'll
she
consider it. But this feels important.
Fair. Just before we get back to D for a second, and I'll teach you how to speak modern English, so you can communicate. So you can communicate on your own.
Thank you.
What did you roll?
I got 2 8s and a 1.
2 8s and a 1, so 2 successes and a fail.
Yep. A bestial fail if
Nope, because
just a regular
it's
fail?
not a hunger dice, because you guys no longer have your hunger dice on your track.
Yay.
So, let me double check something. Do.
What can I infer of this fellow?
One moment.
Also, do we have like a picture reference of this guy?
Not yet, I don't.
We need a picture of Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
I will get you one. You're just...
We need a picture of Daddy Dougie.
Yeah, I almost called him Daddy Dougie, just so you
Daddy
know.
Dougie.
Because out of character, Alorah, when she was turned, she asked the guy, "What do I call you?" And he said, "Think of me like your daddy." And now all she knows is not sire, but daddy.
So...
Oh my.
Yeah, wait till session 0 hits. So this is where I'm going to break the scene for a moment. And I'm going to explain a game mechanic. Willpower. Characters may spend 1 point of willpower to reroll up to 3 regular dice on any one skill or attribute roll, including a roll involving vampiric disciplines. The character may not spend willpower to reroll a hunger dice or a tracker roll, such as willpower or humanity. A spent point of willpower counts as having sustained a level of superficial damage to willpower, and is marked as such. So 1 point effectively can give you 3 dice to reroll. Use them wisely.
I mean, I got 2 successes. I think I'll hold off on that for now.
You can't place his accent.
but I can at least infer that he isn't Canadian.
He's not.
So Dee's just gonna, like, she's curious and whatnot. Father Douglas, if you don't mind me asking, where's that accent from?
You must excuse me. I don't talk about my past. It is not pleasant. And I don't like to dredge up old memories.
I'm not asking for your autobiography, but sorry.
That I would... memories that could very well come back to haunt a person. He just looks troubled for a moment.
Got it. You don't want to talk about where you're from. Sorry.
Once I get to know you a little better, that we may be able to have that discussion, but I'm a little on guard at the moment, if that makes sense.
That's totally fine.
So the guy who has...
Sorry, go ahead.
The guy who has memories doesn't want to talk about them, and everybody else doesn't have memories and would like to talk about it. Got it. That makes perfect sense for a group of strangers.
Well, he is like the only human in a room filled with vampiric women.
I don't think I'm that dangerous, really. I mean, I don't think I... Penelope might say something different, but I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
You took a door down and now hold it as a teddy bear.
Yes, Penelope is very nice, though.
Would you like an actual teddy bear in exchange of the door?
I would accept this.
I will see what I can find for you. In the meantime, do you have any more questions? Is there anything else that I can give you for information that I might have access to at the moment?
Thank you.
I'm sure we will... are we allowed to let you know if any future questions come up?
Absolutely.
If we don't have any right now.
Absolutely. For the most part, my door is usually open. And he turns to Renee. No thanks are needed. It is basic decency. I would say basic human decency, but you're not exactly human, so basic decency, I suppose, will suffice. That being said...
Well, does have some questions.
Yeah, he'll get to you in just a second. A couple of things to keep in mind. You need to fly below the radar. Kindred society is known for being uppity. When you make yourselves known, you need to learn how to clean up your messes. It's called the Masquerade breach, I believe. My terminology is a little rusty. Don't just kill for the sake of killing. And the ground rule: you are not allowed to feed in or on church property. I will not stand for it.
That is absolutely fair.
As he says that, you could just feel this energy radiating out from him that actually makes that thing in your head, like, shrink back.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Your house, your rules.
Yes, absolutely fair. Thank you.
Second, the energy just kind of dissipates. Sorry, I had to make my point.
You're good. You're good.
Clear.
You're good. Any of us would have done the same thing had the roles been reversed.
I'm sure.
Not everybody is going to understand you, be comfortable around you, or see you as people, should they find out what you are. You live in a world that is not... It's not exactly kind to kindred. And humans get skittish.
Yeah, I could understand. I don't think I'm gonna fit in anyway. Not sure if y'all noticed, but Many
Yeah.
cloaks or something.
I know other
A little
gangrel that can manifest traits like you have. I'll tap into some of my network and see if I can find somebody who might be able to teach you to control that a little better.
I was kind of hoping I could, at least try to look human somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He looks over at Mad Val. You have questions.
Are we free to go anywhere within these walls, or should we stay in this room?
You are so I have an entire room downstairs converted for you guys. There will be no sunlight that will get in, complete darkness during day, and I will make sure that you are not bothered.
And should we need you for any reason, how can we reach you?
I'm usually here on premises. This is my job. They pay me well enough. I'm usually working late, and now that you are here, I can arrange to be around at least for the first part of your evenings in order to deal with anything that you might need to deal with, any resources that you might need to get, messages you might need to deliver to whoever. I can make myself available a little later in my day. The other option is I just switch my sleeping schedule. As for where you can go, you're not prisoners here. I am offering you shelter, and I am offering you... what is the word?
Asylum?
That would be a good word, yes. Asylum. I'm offering you a place until you can carve out your own, or until we find a better place for you to stay.
Or if there's a way to find our actual home. Speaking of, I did think of something. Would it make it easier for you to help find who we are, at least three of us, if, say, you had like our fingerprints or something like that to look through some sort of database through your connections?
For those of you that are from this time, absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, I can't promise anything. I'm not so
It
much
has-
worried about our French friend here.
I get that.
I
Those of
kind of
us who probably would have me, because none of us really know who we are outside of Renee here, but even then she's got a name and possibly some sort of medical practitioner based on her bag contents. So hell, there's a possibility one of us may have some sort of record.
I'm kind of concerned about the fact that two of us have blood on them.
Speaking of, does Dee have any blood on her?
No.
No.
That's kind of it's the it kind of goes with the territory.
Still.
So is there a chance that even if we found out where we were from, maybe we couldn't return?
I mean,
depending on,
I'm not
reason
discounting
for
any
it.
options here. Anything's possible at this point.
Yeah. Do you have anything that we can provide fingerprints with, at least?
I'll see what I can do about getting something. It's not something I normally keep on premises here, but again, I have contacts. We'll see what I can find.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try to describe me and see if I'm a missing person. Hi, we have a 4.5-foot tall missing cat dog. We're not sure where she came from. Her accent seems to be some kind of a southern thing, but we're not sure because we don't know. Has anyone put in a bolo on a missing cat dog?
With a Midwestern accent.
Are there any other questions, any other issues that need to be addressed? Is there anything else that I can do for you?
No, I'm good, Dougie. Thank you.
He nods, looks around at the rest of you.
New clothes and perhaps somewhere to wash would be greatly appreciated.
There
Oh
are
my
showers
God,
downstairs with lots of hot water, and I will make sure they are stocked with soap.
That sounds really nice right now.
That sounds so lovely.
Anything else?
Would it be possible to get clean clothes for everybody?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Consider it an act of kindness from the church.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that is it. We will let you know if anything comes up.
Looks over at Renee and Alorah.
I'm just gonna hang on to Penelope until I switch her out.
No, we're good.
Well, then, if you will follow me, I will take you downstairs. I will show you your lodgings. If anybody asks, you're simply helping around the church, kind of the night caretakers of the premises. Nobody should ask too much questions, and if they do, send them to me. That shouldn't be something that you have to deal with. And remember, the only thing that you four have at the moment is each other, so you're going to need to learn to rely on one another. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but look at how far you guys have gotten in just a short few hours with limited knowledge. That is something that should not be overlooked. He gets up from his desk, walks out the door down the hallway, down to a set of stairs, go down into the basement. Behind one of the storage rooms in the basement, opens another door. And there's actually a room that has what looks like 4 beds in there. Completely dark. Flicks a light switch on. Lights come on in the room. Kind of opens another door. It's a shower there. Bathroom facilities. Kind of shows you guys the lot, the rounds. And before long he is gone, leaving you 4 to talk amongst yourselves.
Well, we gotta get cleaned up.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I think.
Who's the bloodiest out of the both of you?
Yeah, we're getting really sticky over here.
How about you two go first, since y'all be the bloodiest? And
I'm
I
not
went
gonna
to
argue
Renee
that,
and
yeah.
Kitty.
You can leave the door in here. I'm pretty sure it'll be safe in here.
Are you sure?
I'll keep watch over that door for you.
Her name is Penelope.
Sorry.
We'll watch over Penelope for you.
Thank you. Okay.
As you two are in the shower, Val and Dee, you hear a slight knocking on the door. Just a light tapping.
Val will go to the door.
It's Father Douglas, holding a fresh pile of clothes for you, and on top is a tiny little teddy bear.
Ah, merci.
If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask. And a moment later, he's gone.
Val's just going to turn to Dee, give her the clothes, and go back to staring in the bathroom to see how the shower works.
There's enough clothes there for you all to have a fresh change.
I will lay out the clothes in a way where they're sorted: shirts, pants, and like any other other articles of clothing. That way we can pick and choose what we want. And then teddy bear at the foot of the bed.
I mean, one of those outfits is probably smaller than the rest.
Probably she'll put aside the smaller clothing for kitten, for little kitty. I'm calling you Kitty from here on in.
Until we figure out what I am, that works.
Yes.
So at this point, the floor is open to you four to talk amongst yourselves, to role play out. You do what you do. We're going to build things here. We're going to kind of help you guys build connections a little bit. This is the nature of Vampire the Masquerade, unlike D&D. Vampire the Masquerade is built off of the roleplay that you guys do. I'm just the guide. I have kind of an idea, but I'm just the guide.
So not knowing a lick of French, Dee is just kind of still curiously watching Mad Val as she is so being lovingly called by Daddy Douglas. Just watching her be mesmerized by today's technology, and just for like my character Dee is like, so many questions to ask of someone of this timeline, but she is having so much amnesia as well. God damn it. Speaking of, when the terms vampire and some of the actual phrases in like the vampire culture, like kindred or clans or whatnot, would that have jogged Dee's memory at all from session 0?
No.
Yeah.
Another slight knock on the door.
I go to the door this time.
Father Douglas is standing there again. I forgot one thing.
What's up?
Sorry, a lot on my mind lately. He kind of hands you an older style phone. There doesn't really have much functionality, but should work as translator. You should be able to at least translate between French and English.
Is it a flip phone?
No, it's a smartphone.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping for Nokia.
Unfortunately, it does not have internet capabilities, but it's best I can do for you tonight.
Does this have like a data plan or anything like that? Because if it doesn't have any internet capabilities, where
Can't
is
translate.
it? Yeah.
Sorry, what
Yep.
I meant was that like the phone's been scrubbed. It doesn't have like a browser or anything, but you might still be able to use like voice activation and shit. Press your finger to the bottom of it. It'll pick up with the assistant thing, and you can use it as a translator.
I'm just going to turn the phone on and see if there's like a translating app on it, or if there's a way I could like download a browser.
You do manage to find a browser, and you do manage to find a translating app as well.
Oh, thank fuck.
Let's hope it's not Google Translate.
And he
Thank you, Father Douglas.
he bows and once again walks out the door, closing it behind him.
Meanwhile, from the shower, you hear, Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make that time lots of fun.
Does that trigger any memories for either one of us from this time? No? Not even freaking Sesame Street? Damn. Dick nuggets.
We're trying so hard.
So Dee is going to get a translator on here so that way she can have a better time communicating with Mad Val.
Eventually, the other two make their way out of the showers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're clean.
we're getting pruny over here.
Y'all needed a long soak.
For the rather pale skin, one of them has like almost sunburn level red. I
The
don't
only
know.
kind of sunburn acceptable, steam.
And then, like, I guess we're like some sort of like towel situation. I just look at French girl over here.
Wow.
Val, sorry. And literally just like give like a like it's only fair considering everything that like she gets first pick of like the clothes, so it's kind of like just
Oh, she hasn't showered yet. She's still like
oh true.
she's in the bathroom now, stripping off the dress. And if anybody looks in the bathroom to take a peek at the naked lady, you're gonna see some tattoos. I'll put them in art.
Okay. Well, Dee was going to go and see, hey, do you need me to set those clothes aside or? Oh, that's a lot of ink. That's a lot of ink for someone your time.
You're assuming she was made in the 1400s.
So
I fucking love that. Just pointed.
Alorah is going to be more interested in the teddy bear than the clothes. So she's just going to like naked run, grab the bear, and hop on a bed and just kind of like plop there. Not even caring about towels. She's just floppy.
The nudity doesn't affect Val whatsoever.
So, what's with the tattoos?
Does the translator work now?
Does it?
It does. Works just fine.
You mean my paint? There wouldn't be an accurate word for translation.
Fair enough.
You notice that when she says paint, what she says is picked.
Do those wash off?
No, I had them since my maiden years. I think.
Have any more of your memories come back to you at this point?
I don't know, have they?
I shouldn't be laughing. Anyways, continuing on.
Have any more of Val's memories come back to her now that she's looking at her tattoos and whatnot? No?
I'm afraid I don't remember. I remember as much as, well, I guess in a way I remember more than the rest of you, but...
Wait. And Dee, like my character, she's actually going to see about looking up, what is it? You said out of character, Val, 18th century or 1800s?
No, she was put in torpor, according to Daddy whatever, in the 1470. That's when she went to sleep.
Right. 1470 women with tattoos on their bodies is what she's going to search. With full body tattoos.
Are you using that to search for things and not look up a bunch of missing women? I'm just throwing it out there.
You get
history of 15th century women with full body tattoos.
Your search results come back something about medieval porn.
That, I'm refining the search, changing up my like wording, not to reference porn, but to see is like, okay, historical. Uh, mm, mm.
Out of character, rule 34. Just
What French culture had their women obtain full body tattoos? No, damn it.
Val's having a great time in the shower, washing her insanely long hair. It's gonna take a while.
She's just gonna go through multiple pages until she gets to the pages that don't involve porn, but more so like history and maybe like historical artwork and whatnot.
Meanwhile, Renee is like, "Are you sure you don't want a towel? You know, you're gonna feel a little cold with all the water on you. You sure you don't want a towel?" Saying this to Alorah.
Alorah's just sprawled out on her belly, holding the bear on the bed. Just
You probably want to get your ears dried, kiddo.
You are unable to get any search results resembling the tattoos that Val might have.
Fuck. And nothing on like French cultures that would involve women being tattooed nearly head to toe.
Not what you're looking for.
Fuck. Damn it.
So, eventually, Mad Val makes her way out of the showers and whatnot. The hours kind of pass, and eventually you start to feel this pulling. Almost as if sleep's calling, but like nothing you've experienced in for a long while. And one by one, you start to drop off as the inky blackness claims you in your new home, as the sun starts to crest and raise higher in the sky, and the world starts to wake up, and the humans go about their day. You are left alone in this back room with one another, not moving, not really aware of the passage of time, and not really dreaming as the night comes to a close. And that, folks, is where we are going to end tonight's session.
yay!
Woo! Woo!
So, give me one moment. I'm going to stop our recording, and then we're going to have a chat.
Is there like a closing spiel that you're gonna do? Or?
That was my closing spiel.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Chris is like, I'm gonna eat my chicken.